Good morning. Um, we've shot this video once for today, but the mic wasn't on. So now, do y'all see that green light? I think it's all working. Do you see that green light, honey? Yeah, she's giving me a thumbs up. That's just anybody can do this. So get ready. We shot a video yesterday about Sandy Burns and her little horse Cooper going on the 18-mile cattle drive. In response to that video here on YouTube, I got a question. Now, bless her heart, it is a long, long question. And I started to answer it. I don't type very well. I don't do punctuation, and sometimes my words run into one another. So I told Joy, let's shoot a video for her, and I'm going to try to answer this. This is a young girl. I believe she's 16, somewhere in there. She's young. She's going to be going to college soon. She has a 2-year-old mare. She said, I have a question. I have a 2-year-old mare who reared so much as a youngin, and a whole slew of other bad habits at her 6 months of age. When I got her, the owner said an 8-year-old kid could handle her. Well, I was 14. My mom handled her. The horse walked perfectly for the previous owner, quiet, calmly. I do not think she was drugged. Once the owner left, she got frantic for her mother. We have made so much progress, my mom says, do not sensitize. Put the fear of God in her. Well, about 2 weeks ago, I was showing Mom how muscled this horse was getting and touched the left forearm next to her chest. And boy, did those ears go back and threaten to bite. My mom went ballistic. Worry, of course. And that's when my mare really acted up. Keep in mind, she was in heat, by the way, and I have heard that that is a teaser spot for studs. But I would love to know your thoughts on that. I am very sure, and I also saw a lot of fear. However, now, as I am 16, this is my first horse. I know I have made a ton of mistakes. This mare is 14 hands tall. I have ridden her twice without my mom. Now, my mom don't know that. I hope her mother doesn't see this video because she's going to know it. I need to see her stress levels were like without my mom choking up on her on the lead rope. The round pin, she did amazing. Even did side passes, which I've taught her from the ground. Backed better on the ground. Would be an amazing trail, cutting, barrels, or all around, whatever somebody wanted to do. Look, this girl's 16. And I am not going to sit here and discourage her in any way. And the reason for it is we do not have enough youth in the horse industry, especially in the colt starting end of it. Colt starting, I've told people before, I think is getting to be a lost art in starting 2-year-olds correctly. Now, we need more colt starters. But for somebody, and it sounds to me like the girl's done good. She's got it side passing on the ground. Sounds like you've done a lot of good groundwork on the horse. But what I am also hearing in the background, from what I'm reading here, your horse has a crappy attitude. Now, we sell a lot of horses here. Joy and I sell a lot of horses here all over the United States. With that said, the number one problem we have in selling horses is finding horses with good enough minds to sell. Okay, a lot of our customers are older ladies. Those horses have got to be broke. And those colts has got to be willing. They've got to be willing. That's why we do so much groundwork and things like that. That's why we do so much of letting those colts freshen up. Give them a day or two off. Pull them back out and see where you're at. Now, her mom made the comment that she didn't need to desensitize, that she needed to put the fear of God in this colt. Okay? Some of them you do. Not all these 2-year-olds come in here and do everything great. Some of them need hobbled. Some of them need worked really hard. Some of them don't need work. Some of them just need taught. We spend most of our time teaching our horses. Now, for you, the young lady that's asked this question, with your lack of experience, you don't need to be worried about trying to put the fear of God in the horse. You need to be figuring out how to get what you want in a natural way through teaching your horse. Okay? That includes desensitizing. That also includes sensitizing your horse. In other words, when you desensitize, you don't want your horse's feet to move. When you sling a tarp, when you throw the rope, when you pop a whip around them. Okay, I want the feet to stand still. I want them to go to sleep during all that. But at the same time, then I want to ask them to move, and my horses move. Okay, it is a mixture of everything. It's a mixture of everything. Now, as far as your mom goes, I've got a 25-year-old son. You don't see him in any of my videos. You don't ever see him in any of these talks. You don't see him. He's been around this all of his life. But when it's all said and done, he's my son. I don't think he wants to listen to Dad and do what it takes that Dad thinks it takes. I'm not going to sit here and tell you everything I do is 1,000% right. There are so many different ways to start a colt, it's not even funny. What I'm trying to tell you is the way we start them works for us. We have 2-year-olds all over the country right now. We sold a lot of them this year. Number one thing, we did not ride those colts to death. We taught those colts. We rode them very little. But one thing about it, the ladies are riding them, and the colts are doing great. Okay? There's one in Virginia. There's one in Colorado. There's one down in Louisiana. There's another one in St. Louis. Those colts are not hurt a bit, but they're broke. They're very polite, respectful horses is what they are. But it's just the way we do things. Now, I read down here at the bottom of your question, you really don't want to get rid of your horse. She really loves the mare, and that's fine. Do not make emotional decisions when it comes to horses. Horses are 1,000-pound animals. They can kill you anytime they want to. They just choose not to. I want you all to listen to me on that. They're 1,000-pound animals. They can kill you anytime they want to. They choose not to. These horses tolerate us. Okay? So it is up to us to show the horse what we're wanting so that we can get along and be a true partner. Okay? Be a true partner. It's just like the video yesterday with Sandy. I made the comment in that video. I said, look, we never had that horse on cattle. But yet she went out there and went on an 18-mile cattle drive with that colt. He's 4-year-old. Look, you want to know why all that worked so good? The horse was broke. The horse was respectful. The horse was trusting. Sandy had took that horse home. She had rode and messed with that horse. She done the smart thing. She went home, got her a trainer to help her, somebody who knew what they was doing because she's so far away from us. That's why it worked. You must get your horses broke, calm, willing to be with you.
Not scared of you.
Not scared of you. Whenever you get some of those colts that takes a strong hand, and it happens here with me, if I have to get strong, those colts get about half afraid of me. Once I go through it, then I have to spend a lot of time getting their trust back. And those colts have to spend a lot of time getting my trust back. Trust is a two-way street. Right now, with the horse that you're describing in this comment, in this question, well, I wouldn't trust her as far as I could throw her. We need to go back and do a lot of work. But her doing the things that she's done at such an early age, I'm telling you right now, you've got a horse with a crappy attitude. And that is something that you don't need starting out. I'm all for you starting a colt, but you need to get you one that's really gentle. You need to get one that's kind of willing and wants to work with you instead of a problem child. Okay? Now this right here, she bought the colt when it's 6 months old. This is something else too. On our colts that we raise, anywhere from 3 to 4 months old, we wean them. Okay? When people leave them on them mares for 6 months, number one, they're not getting no nutritional value out of that milk whatsoever. It's just a habit. You're just sitting there sucking your mare down for no reason. Them colts are already eating. They're already drinking. They need to get off those mares and give those mares a break. That's what we do here. It seems to me like when you wait 6 months, I have a lot more trouble with those colts. I have some in here. And but whenever you get them off earlier than that, then they start already coming to you and things. That right there could be an issue too, because she said the horse went ballistic when her mama left. Okay? So there's a whole bunch of factors here. I really don't want to discourage you from starting a colt. What I really advise you to do is find one that has a good mind. And do not make emotional decisions. People make emotional decisions when they come here to buy one. It will hardly ever work out. So just keep that in mind. I hope I'm sure I didn't say what you wanted me to, but I'm just being as honest as I could be, and I'm sure there's a lot of people watching these videos that are in the same boat you are. And I want to thank you for your question. If there's anything else we can do to help you, feel free to contact us.